Ernie had never thought he wanted to go to church. And so somehow or other, Steve convinced him that it was church time.
I had, like I say, good memories, like we still do. It's a friendly church, and we had lived here a couple of years, and we didn't have a church, and so we moved in from the country, and so we said we went over to Ernie and Darlene's, and they lived on Cherry Court. Reverend Stevenson, our first minister, he came over and was visiting with us, and I don't remember going over to Wiederspans, but anyway, that's where, for 2 years then, we held a church in Wiederspans.
My husband and I chose Grace because we were looking for a church home for us and for our son, who was 1 year old.
We were shopping because we had gotten real unhappy with where we were, and one of the places we stopped was at Grace.
Then my kids were 4 and 6 when we moved in here, and so then they were baptized over there. In fact, I was too, and my husband was too, because we had never, well, I went to church some when we was out in the country, but never did join a church.
There's a lot of favorite memories, actually.
The best memory. Boy.
I don't know. There's not one particular thing. It's just the atmosphere of the church. The welcoming and friendly atmosphere of the church.
I don't know if you could call something like that a best memory.
I like the fun things, like Vacation Bible School, and even though I've only been on one, the mission trips, and even Live for Life, even though that's not even, like, it doesn't have to be the church that comes.
I think the one that stands out the most is when we moved over into the church, and my 3 kids and Ernie were baptized.
I'd have to say the going to youth group and having donuts almost every day.
But what I remember are all the wonderful Christmas plays, the wonderful Vacation Bible School.
Something that really stuck with me is when Abigail died, and we had the service was at Grace, and that was memorable for me. Really stuck with me.
Just mainly the church circles. I never did teach Sunday school. I don't know why. Local projects, Safe House, help you kids in their projects. And
we had youth group. We had lots for Sunday school. We had Halloween parties. I remember in Bible school, going to Bible school. We sang before we went to Sunday school. I remember us getting all together beforehand as a big group and someone leading us, and so.
Well, of course, I've been in the choir and the praise team for most of the time that I've been there. That's something that I like. That's been a lot of fun. Activities that I've done. Well, 1 year I taught Sunday school for, I think it was 5th and 6th graders.
I come to church because I am among other Christians.
I like that there's a whole bunch of people, here to, comfort me, and share the same religion as I do,
They should come because that everyone would meet them with open arms.
It's the people, it's the people. That's what I would tell them. I said, if you want to be among loving, caring people who not only carry out mission projects for their own congregation, for their own people within the congregation, but outside and internationally, this is the church for you. It's not just mission, it's just the caring and the love that we extend to others.
At least in my experience, no discrimination of any kind. So, and it's a family. It's a family. Church is a family.
I don't have to agree with them. They don't have to agree with me, but we have a common courtesy extended to each of us.
I don't think so. Not really. You miss the interaction with other people. It's just really hard to do that if you're just by yourself and you say, well, I can go out in the woods or something and commune with God. Well, sure, you can do that, but you can do that anyway.
The fellowship you get from being together. Not only do you get the lesson from the sermons, you get the lessons from the people around you with the love that they've got there.
But there are a lot of other things, benefits from being there and, dealing with, talking with, sharing with people from the congregation. I think you gotta go.
I like how they're helping people, not here in the United States, but somewhere other, in a different place of the world.
Oh, I think one of the best things we ever did was build that Grace Hall, because that has just been really, really nice. And
I like how it's inviting brand new people and a lot of others too. Like maybe some people who didn't believe in Christ at first, but like maybe some others like who do believe in Christ, but they needed a different church to go to.
my kids held my 90th birthday party over at the church, and they thought, Mom, this is great, you know.
It's I enjoy the people here. They've always been good to me.
Got a bunch of friends here I can hang out with, other people who I can just talk to if I need them,
The people are very friendly. I love the pastor. She's wonderful. I love the last one too.
That they're open and welcome everybody.
Openness and the friendliness of the church.
I like how they're doing more and more mission trips almost every year so that we can help out more people. So, like, it's kind of like UMCOR, where we did a lot of things for them.
The church was full of energy. The church was full of people.
I think they're doing great on how they're how they're working on making church a better place by including more things into every church service. Yes, I think it is very welcoming.
And we were gone for 30 years. And we turn around and come back and we're like we'd never ever been gone.
Then left, got married, and left and went to Arizona. And when I came back from Arizona, I immediately went to Grace, and because that was home for me, was what I knew. It just seems like I went right back into it, just kind of went on where I left off, and knew people there that had already been there, so, and they knew who I was, so it was nice to go to that familiar place.
So, and it's just the philosophy, you know, the open hearts, open minds, open. What's the other one?
Doors.
Doors. That's a great philosophy, I think.
Yes, and I like the thought of so many young people coming. It seems like coming in, which I think is great. You know, to get young people, and our youth group. My goodness, I think you're all just great. And I used to take part in different things more than I do now, but now I don't do that. Except go to church, go to church circle, and a few things. You know, I'll do what I can, but
The people brought us here, and the people have kept us here.
Because it's a great church, it has great people in it, and everyone is so kind and so generous with whatever they have.